Right, ladies and gentlemen, the third and final video of the day. We did a video where we just opened up our Ultimate Toss Essentials pack. We've done a Juan Meta, I think it is. Man, I keep calling Juan as in one. I'm saying it in a Spanish accent, even though I am not Spanish. I have no clue why I'm doing that. But lads, today we're going to be looking at the Fabregas objective. Now, if you guys don't know how these objective guides work, I go over all new objectives, EA release. I give you guys my tips and tricks with some in-game examples, and I'll build you guys a squad builder that you can go ahead and use. Let's get into it. So first of all, for his Fabregas card, which looks pretty nice, and I will be completing him myself as I am an Arsenal fan. You've got score 4 outside of a box goals using midfielders and squad battles on at least professional difficulty. Now, midfielders is a cam, centre mid, right mid, or left mid. For this as well, and a CDM. Now, for this as well, it does not matter where what position your players actually are, if that makes sense. If you have a striker, you can position modify him to a centre forward, then a centre forward to a cam, and play him as a cam. He's going to count as a midfielder, alright? So it doesn't matter if his base position is going to be a striker or it's not a midfielder. As long as going into a game by a midfielder in a midfielder position, it will count. Score 4 outside of a box goals. If you're looking for an outside of a box goal example, here is some in-game footage of some. When it comes to outside of a box goals, there's not necessarily a certain way you have to do it, whether it be a finesse shot or just a powered up shot. My main tip for this one is just to keep trying, keep playing the poor teams in squad battles so you've got a higher chance. Try find a squad battles game or a squad battles team where they've got a really short or poor goalie, and as you can see, those outside the box goals did count. As I said in the example, there's no easy way to get an outside of a box goal, but I do find finesse shots, or if you're just timing it right, like, oh, you know, if you're timing it right in the right angle, you can do it outside of a box, but it is one of those things where there's no particularly right way to get that done. Assist 4 goals using Ligue players with at least 4-star weak foot in squad battles on at least world-class difficulty. Score using Premier League players in 5 separate squad battle matches on at least professional, and win 8 matches in squad battles on at least professional with 11 Spanish players in the starting squad. So it looks like what you're going to want to do for this, you're going to want to be playing the games on world class so you can get this one done as well. But if you are struggling for the outside of a box goals, what you could do is you could get most of them done on professional, including the outside box goals, and then you'll have to load into a world class game separately to get these 4 Ligue goals. Or you could do obviously this assist 4 Ligue goals in rivals and do the other ones in squad battles. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and build you guys a team, and then we'll get into some tips, a squad battles trick as well to make it easier, your squad battle grind a little bit easier. Let's get into it, boys. As well, for the base of this objective guide, this will all be in squad battles, alright? We're not going to be doing this in rivals because squad battles is a lot easier. And obviously a lot more people are going to be doing the squad battles. So the whole point, the whole objective guide and the team we're building, all of the tips, they're going to be for the fact that you're doing these in squad battles, right, boys? Right, boys, so this is a squad builder. We have it come up and build. It is going to cost you, and this is a bit of a stretch, at max it will cost you 20,000 coins, probably around 15,000 coins, but some of these cards, especially the centre backs, might be going and inflating with price in a few days, because the Ligue 81 and 82 rated centre backs are either 1,000 coins or 4,000, alright, depending on the daily challenges, etc. So we're just going to say 20,000 coins is a price for this squad builder, because, you know, who knows, it's going to be somewhat around that anyway. Now, you'll need no more than 20,000 coins, we'll just say that. Now, we have built the full Spanish side, and it may not look amazing in some areas. You're going to be, why are you using 65 pace Herrera, which we'll get into in a minute. Now, we have gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation, and the reason we've done that is because you need the midfielder goals, or the midfielder outside of it. No, I think it was the midfielder goals, I think, right? We'll go back and have a look in a second. But you need a lot of midfielders. You need goals / assists with midfielders, right? So we've gone for the 4-2-3-1 because we've got 2 CDMs as midfielders and 2 cams as midfielders. So we're going to have 5 players on the pitch that qualify for the midfielders objective. If I remember correctly, I think it was score outside of the box goals with midfielders, right? So you've got your CDM, your 2 CDMs, your 3 cams who all qualify as a midfielder, and you're going to want to keep trying to get the outside of the box goals. Now, you're probably wondering why you're using Ander Herrera, because you need, he's the only Spanish Ligue midfielder with 4-star weak foot or more, unless you want to use Fabregas himself, but he's got 4-star weak foot, he's Spanish, so he'll also help you, you know, you'll be able to use him in your full Spanish squad to get that objective done, but he's got the 4-star weak foot. So this Herrera card right here, he is your key. He's not great, but you're going to have to try and play around him, because you need to get assists with him, because you need to assist with Ligue midfielders with at least 4-star weak foot. And obviously Herrera, Spanish, we need a full Spanish team for VR, win 8 games with a full Spanish starting 11, and Herrera, Spanish, Ligue 4-star weak foot. We're lucky he's in the game because he is perfect for this objective. He's going to be your main man. He's going to be playing left cam in game, so he's kind of going to be out wide a little bit. You may be able to cut in and get that finesse goal, sorry, not that finesse goal, that assist with him. You know, you could assist it to Inaki, Rodrigo, etc. Now we've also got Rodrigo because he's a Premier League player, and you need to score in 5 separate Premier League games with him. So you're going to want to try get assists with Herrera, you're going to want to score with Rodrigo, and get outside of the box goals with any of your midfielders. That is your main objective going into the squad battles. Now a quick rundown on the team. Inaki Williams up top, 6'1", great pace. He's definitely not the best when it comes to 2-star weak foot and 62 balance, but he's very fast, he's very strong, and he's got a solid shot on him. Herrera, as I said, you want to try get the assist with your central cam being Rodrigo, and it is important you play him centrally because your central cam will find himself in more goal scoring positions than your right cam or left cam. So it is very important you play Rodrigo in the central, in the exact center, and try get the goals with him. Even if you want, you could move him up to striker in game and swap him around with Inaki Williams. Because the most important thing, lads, remember, get the assist with Herrera and get the goals with Rodrigo. Right cam, we've gone for Munayin, who you could actually debate to play on the left because he is a right footer, but obviously you still want to get the assist with Herrera. Herrera is just one of those players that you want to be involved with the attack with quite often. Our 2 CDMs is Lewis Miller, who isn't great, but he'll get the job done. Exact same with Dennis Suarez, not great, but he'll get the job done. Some solid passing and dribbling on him, to be fair, for a 78 gold common card, but other than that, he's nothing special. The defense, on the other hand, will get the job done. Sergio Reguilon, Mario Hermoso paired with Nacho Fernandez, Kappa at right back, in the net Sergio Asensio. Now lads, we're going to get into tip number 1, and tip number 1 is to fill the bench up. Now what you could do, you can use super subs, you can have any bench, and the super subs will not go towards the objectives, if that makes sense. So if you want another way around it, you could have any Ligue 1 cam, and you could have a Ligue 1 player in your club with 4-star weak foot that you can sub on to get the assist. For example, Neymar is 5-star, so what I could do is pause it straight away and go ahead, sub off Herrera, sub on Neymar, and then boom, Neymar will count. If I can assist with Neymar, that will count towards a 4-star weak foot Ligue 1 assist. Now this is what I recommend most people doing, but obviously we're not going to include that in the starting 11 because not all of you at home are going to have a first owner Neymar or an informed Neymar. But if you do have any good Ligue 1 players with at least a 4-star weak foot, it would 100% be worthy to have them on the bench, and you'll be able to sub them on. Nonetheless though, if you do not have any good Ligue 1 players, then you still want to fill your bench up with some of your best players you have in the club. You might not have as good of a club as mine, you might have a better club than mine, but as long as you have some players that are more than capable of your starting 11, you can make up to 3 changes a match. So I could sub on Thierry Henry at striker, Kevin De Bruyne and Nkunku in the midfield if I'm struggling, and obviously that will improve my team. It will make my team play like a 5 out of 10, and it will just like that make it a 7, 8 out of 10 team if you got a few big boys in there. Now lads, tip number 2 is going to be chemistry styles. So if I flick on over to the footbin view here for you lads, now chemistry styles are going to be very important for this game mode as well. Let's go ahead, let's take Rodrigo, because Rodrigo is going to be your main man. Rodrigo is going to be the guy that you want to score with. He's going to be him and Herrera, assuming you don't have another Ligue 1 player to sub on for Herrera, are going to be your main men. Now Rodrigo, as you can see on Footbin, you can see all of the stats, you can see the chemistry styles. Now every single card starts with a basic. Every single card you buy that is brand new from the market will have a basic applied on him, unless the person you brought it off already had a chemistry style on him. But as you can see, for basic, assuming you get him on full chemistry, he gets a +3 pace, +5 dribbling, and he just gets a few +3s and 4s throughout the board. Now the beauty of Footbin, and I do want to mention I'm not sponsored by them, simply just using them as an example, you can try out different chemistry styles and it will show you what it improves in game. For example, a marksman, which costs you 200 coins, if you click that, it will give them +8 shooting, +9 dribbling, and +5 physical. And as you can see right here, although he's a 79 rated card and with a basic he's an 82 rated striker, with that marksman applied, he's going to perform like an 84 rated striker, which is 2 ratings more than he would have performed if he were to just have the basic chemistry style on him. So moral of the story, make sure you get some chem styles on your players, some sentinels on your defenders, maybe some hawks, marksmen on your attackers. You don't have to, I would avoid using shadows and hunters because they are quite expensive. But other than that, I think any other chemistry style is fair game. Have a look in your club, and if not, you can just pick some chem styles up for 200 coins on the transfer market. A marksman is probably my favorite for this because it's only 300, 250 coins, gives them a +8 shooting and like a +9 dribbling, something like that. And third but not least, for the final tip of the objectives guide, when it comes to squad battles, we all know if you're going to be playing them on world class, which is, it looks like you're going to have to be playing them on world class, we all know it's going to get a little bit tricky. Now, all of them I think are professional, except one of them's world class, and you want to be getting that world class done as well. So let's just say professional / world class is what you're going to want to be playing it on. Now, with squad battles, as you know, you get given 4 teams, usually a really good team, along with maybe sometimes you'll get unlucky, and every refresh you'll have 2 good teams, then usually you get a poor team. For example, EA have given us an 88 rated squad with 35 chemistry, and if you click on it, it's some good players, but lots of them are off chemistry. So this would 100% be a beatable side on professional or world class difficulty. But as you can see, they've also given us a 64 rated squad with 55 chemistry, and I'm licking my lips when I see this squad, because look at this, bronze players all over the place. I've got a bronze left mid on 1 chemistry, and this would be a very easy game to play on world class or professional, depending which one of the objectives you want to do and what difficulty you want to do. I do recommend world class because I believe, I think, was it the score using prem players in separate matches, or the assist using Ligue has to be on world class, so you may as well be getting 2 birds done with 1 stone. But basically, you're allowed to refresh it every single day, or once, like every time you've played a game from that batch, you're allowed to refresh it again. So I'd go ahead and play this game, and then by pressing square or X if you are on Xbox, it will give you the option to refresh. You'll go ahead, you'll refresh it, and boom, it gives you some more squads. And 186, which you want to avoid, an 83 rated with 55 chem, and there we go. A 66 rated with 50 chemistry is once again a squad you'll be wanting to play. Now, as you can see, it doesn't give me the option to reset it again because you have to go ahead, play this game on world class or whatever. And after you've done this game, you'll then be able to refresh. So play against the worst team possible, refresh. Play against the worst team possible, refresh, and keep going. Now, if I get rid of my webcam here, you can see it's got 4 out of 40 matches played. Now, if you do go over that 40 game limit, do not worry. Your points, not your points, sorry, the objectives will still count. The only thing that means if you do refresh it, say 10 times, and you're still going, the only thing that will affect your actual, or that will affect you, we could say, would be the fact you do not get any points if you win. So as soon as you go over that 40 match limit, you will not receive squad battle points for winning your game, which means you will not be able to get, you know, a rank you want. If you're already at gold 1 or elite 3, then that's fine. But obviously after the 40 matches, it will count towards your objectives and you can keep going. It only just means that you'll get 0 points for playing a squad battles match, right? But I highly doubt you guys will be going over your 40 game limit, because this objective you only need to win 8 games, alright lads? Now let's go over, recap over the objectives one more time, and I'll just leave you guys with, you know, let's take some good vibes for this objective, because let's be real, squad battles can get a little bit tedious. And another bonus tip from me, from experience when I'm grinding squad battles, a bonus tip from Davis himself: chuck a film on, chuck a Twitch stream on. Shameless plug, but I'm live 11 AM basically every day, 5 days a week. I'm live at 11 AM UK time. So if you want to chuck my Twitch on, anyone's Twitch for that matter, Castro, Basin, whatever, and just chuck something on in the background whilst you play the squad battles to make that pain bearable. Let's just save that. So the score for outside of the box goals using midfielders is why we've gone for the 4-2-3-1 formation. 2 CDMs and 3 cams will count. The assist 4 goals using Ligue 1 players with at least 4-star weak foot. If you've got some Ligue 1 super subs with at least 4-star weak foot to get this done, for example for me it would be my Neymar, that would be the way to go. But as the player I use in the squad builder, Herrera, will be able to qualify for that. Score using Premier League players in 5 separate squad battles matches on at least professional. I'm using Rodrigo, and win 8 matches with 11 Spanish players in your starting squad. Lads, remember, refresh squad battles, use chemistry styles, and as well, make sure to have the bench, sub on some players, and happy grinding, boys.